Most of those plants we use for houseplants come from the tropical rainforest. So what we're trying to find is plants who in their natural native environment are growing in a level of light that's equal to what we have in our houses, either what we call low, medium, or high, understanding that high light indoors is still very, very low light of outdoors. It would be not just the shade of a shade tree, but many shade trees of different plant levels going down. The proper way to do it is to go around your house and say, you know, this room would be ever so much nicer to live in if only I had a plant here. And then this location, I have this much light. Now let me go buy a plant that will grow well in that much light. And then we're most likely going to be successful. And actually, plants in windows do not enhance the interior decor, they detract from it. We just need to learn to pick plants for the location with the amount of light we have, so we're not forcing them into windows, we're not destroying our interior decor. It's counter to everything we do when we put a plant in a window. So that's the light part of it. The other thing on basic care of a houseplant is in how to watering. Watering is a two-part process. How much, how often? How much water to give a plant is very easy. Always totally saturate it. Whether it's a regular houseplant like this spathiphyllum, it's a fern, it's a cactus or succulent, it doesn't matter. We're going to water them all the same. We're going to totally saturate it. But it's when do I do it again? So on a thing like a cactus, we're going to let it dry to the extreme before we water it again. Now, as a standard measure in most houseplants, if they're in a 6-inch diameter pot, if you poke your finger in the hole, if it's completely dry an inch below the surface, it's time to water again. On a much larger diameter pot, say a 10-inch diameter pot where the plant may be 3 feet tall, if we poke our finger in as deep as we can get it, if it's completely dry 2 to 3 inches below the surface, then it's time to water again. If we feel any moisture at all, then maybe we should wait a few more days before applying water. Then on fertilizer, because we have low light indoors, we don't really want to stimulate a lot of new growth because new growth requires more light. So what we want is steady, even growth. So we want to give it a little bit of fertilizer every now and then to keep it healthy so it's not deficient in nutrients. But we don't want to push a lot of growth. So I think it works best if we take any houseplant fertilizer, doesn't matter the brand, they're all pretty good, dilute it in half. If it says 2 tablespoons in a gallon of water, use 1. So half strength, and just do it about every 3 to 4 weeks, April through October, and don't fertilize it all in the winter like October, November, December, January, February, those low light months of the year where the day length is shorter so we have less daylight for plant growth and we have less intense light. The other thing on houseplants is drafts. You know, you don't want to place them where you open a door and a cold winter wind or the hot blast of the summer heat comes in and blows on them. We don't want to put them near a window, for many reasons, as I already explained, but also because windows are cold, particularly those that are older and not insulated glass, that actually, if we get down very cold at night, that cold penetrates the window and creates a chilling injury around that plant, even though the room's been heated. And we don't want them where the heater vent blows on them or the air conditioner vent might blow on them in the summer. So we want to worry about drafts as well. But if you do those simple things, houseplants really do well indoors. It's not a mystery, but the big thing is to put the right plant in the right amount of light, and everything else becomes very easy.
For more information, visit your local extension office or visit our website at kansasgreenyards.org.